Hello YouTube, this is Curious Creature, and I'm going to add another installment to my Soak Off Gel video, which I think might be useful to you, just because I'm kind of building on my original Soak Off Gel experience and just finding some useful things that I think might interest you. So if you are interested in additional resources, ways that you can build upon your Soak Off Gel kind of experience, then keep watching. So just to start off, this is a little bit of a mini haul from TKB Trading. I just recently got these, these sample, I don't even know what you call these, but they're basically displays where you have a number of different ways that you can exhibit your, your color of your nail art, or just the colors in your collection. And I'm also using it to just do my little experiments about how to layer on top of the Soak Off gels. And some of this was just a complete disaster. I don't know if you can see some of the ones on the left there in the middle, but I tried to layer some regular nail polish on top of the what was C&D shellac, and it was just a disaster, but I wound up getting it to work. And so part of what I'm going to be sharing with you today is just how to layer regular nail polish on top of Soak Off gel and do it in a way that it's going to work, and kind of what pitfalls to avoid. Okay, part of the reason why this is a mini haul from TKB Trading is that the Soak Off gel manicure will last 2 weeks. And so in order for me to kind of stay interested in my manicure, what I'm finding I'm kind of interested in doing is in the second week I'm either layering another color on top of it, of a UV cured nail polish, Soak Off gel, and then curing that, and then putting the top coat on again and curing that. The other thing that I'm finding I'm interested in doing is actually adding some additional pigments on top of it or glitter on top of it, and then it's like you have a brand new manicure for the second week, even though you still have the manicure underneath, which is still adding your structure. So that's part of the reason why I'm showing you this today, is to just let you know that even though those manicures last 2 weeks, you certainly don't have to keep it on there for 2 weeks. You can add something on top of it to just make it look more interesting for you. So anyway, the things that I recently purchased from TKB Trading, obviously you see the display thing below, which is where I'm trying to doing some of my frankening experiments. But then I also got this thing of moon dust, and those are just interference colors where when you put them on top of any kind of darker base, they change colors. It's really cool. And then I also got this solvent resistant glitters there, and some of those have some very interesting hologram looks to them, and so that's going to be a lot of fun to experiment with. The thing in the middle here is they're called flakies, and so you can actually make those into a nail polish, or what I will probably do is just add them directly on top of another nail color and just kind of see what happens there. And then another one is called the Starbite Collection, and these look white, but when you put them on top of any kind of darker color, they just come alive, and they look just really magical. Lots of times they have a duochrome kind of finish to them, and so that's kind of part of what I'm going to be kind of experimenting with over the next few weeks. So that might be fun for you too. Now, just in case you're interested, this is what's called color drops. It's a technique. Obviously, I'm just getting started. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? But that's parchment paper, and those actually come off. This is regular nail polish that's on top of a top coat, which is on the very bottom. You can't see it because it's translucent. So you put that on top. They're color drops. These actually also peel off. So when they're dry, you can peel that off. Put them on top of like the tacky layer if you're doing your Soak Off gel manicure, and then it's kind of like having nail art just already made for you that you can just peel off. I use an orange wood stick and just stick it on top of the nail, and then put your top coat, UV top coat on, and you're done. It's kind of interesting. Okay, here is the jelly sandwich portion of the video. So I've researched this quite a bit over the last couple of weeks about how to actually use your regular nail polish on top of your Soak Off gel manicure. And this is not, believe me, this is not original information for me. This is from people who have just gone there before us and just have figured out how to do it. So God bless them. But anyway, one of the best places to go for this information is PurseForum. They have a Soak Off gel forum, especially there's some especially good resources there for just people who are new to this and kind of how to do it, how to soak it off properly, and how to do it fast. And it's a terrific resource. The other person that I would suggest too about just manicures in general and nail art, she's a genius, and that's Robin Moses. And so I've really been enjoying watching her videos lately, but she's fabulous for just getting ideas about how to do nail art, and she's just unbelievable. So the bottom line in getting the jelly sandwich manicure to just work out properly, if you're using your soak off gel as a base, is to be sure that you get your sequence right. That seems to be key. So this is kind of how it's done. You perform your soak off gel manicure first, with at the very least putting the base coat and the top coat, curing those properly. Okay, so once that's done, then put your regular nail polish on next, and be sure that this is where people go wrong. You have to let it completely dry. And when I say completely dry, I mean like go to bed, let it dry. And then once it's completely dry, you can put your soak off gel top coat on top of that, cure it, and then you're good to go. So you've basically sandwiched that regular polish underneath. But the main thing to kind of pass on is you have to let that regular nail polish dry in between, or else you're going to have a bad reaction of your soak off gel top coat as it reacts to that liquid that's still wet nail polish underneath. So that's how it's done. Just to finish up, thanks for watching, and I'm going to put some names of manufacturers of soak off gel nail polish below, so that if you're looking for just additional places where you can purchase it, either eBay, Amazon, or directly from the manufacturers, you can find ways to do that below. And I'll also put a link to the PurseForum below as well. I would highly recommend that you go there, because there are people who have swatches and wonderful information for you, and it's just a great way to learn about this fabulous new product called Soak Off Gel. All right, thanks for watching.